What's up, kittens? Finally, we have a day where I can film one of these fucking things and it's not pissing down with rain. What a beautiful time. I'm in a little back bench in the corner of the Botanical Gardens. Figured I'd go for a little walk. I don't know if I'm allowed to even be filming here, so that's why I found like a little secret spot. You know, some like this sweet amount of background noise, just like scraping and digging and birds trying to fuck and whirring of garden tools. Beautiful. This is a nice spot. I'm liking this. Hell Month is bloody over. I've talked a couple times about getting the stats for Hell Month. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do the stats. Colours, cool. Yes, no, maybe. What's going to happen? But in the end, it's kind of just like, that's a lot of effort and things I'm going to have to learn that I'm only going to use this one time. Fuck it. Let's just do it in the classic calendar format. We all know what that is. I don't have to worry about figures. I can just show you, is a day green or is a day red? It's all a lot simpler. There are a few of these that I did really well on. There are a few of these that I didn't do so well on. I'm going to start with the ones I did quite well on because, you know what, most people only watch about 5 to 10 minutes of these videos. Now that I've looked at the statistics of them. So the people that watch the first half will be like, damn, Menz has got it together. And the people that watch all of it will be like, man, I did not need to know exactly how many times Chris wanked this month. So I'll take you through the morning routine and how that went. I'd get up every day at 4 a.m. That went stupidly well. It sounds like a hard one, getting up at 4 in the morning every day. It was actually probably the easiest out of all of them, because you just fucking set your alarm, put your phone on the other side of the fucking room, have your to-do list for the day sitting on top of the phone, your alarm goes off, you fling yourself out of bed, and just as you're about to snooze, you're faced with the list. And you're like, okay, fuck. If I go back to bed now, I'm going to fuck up this whole day. So, easy. Easy. The goal was originally 5 a.m, but from day one I've been doing 4 because I'm a cool dude. Then after that I would do my morning exercise, bing, which I succeeded at every day, nearly. I did the exercise every day, but there was a condition of doing it within 2 minutes of waking up originally. Then I shifted it to 3, and then I was like, fuck, why am I rushing about the second I wake up? I'm going to make it 5, because I like being able to wake up, go to the bathroom, you know, I probably tripped over some shit on the way, I need a second to go, oh, why the fuck did I leave that there, fuck? It gives me a minute to make my bed, maybe have a quick look at the list and be like, here we go. And then I can jump into the core exercise. 4 days out of Hell Month, and I've still been exercising every morning when I wake up, and I've also still been getting up at 4, but I've changed it now to 4 or 5, because some days I don't get to bed when I planned, and I don't want to fuck up my next day if I don't have to, so I'll just get up at 5 instead of 4, which gives me an extra hour to play with that evening, especially if I'm excited about some writing going on, or something I'm working on, or, you know, as always, get some ideas before you go to bed, because your brain is like, ha 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 ha, you want to go to bed at 8, don't you? Not happening, brother. If I was sticking to 5 minutes for the whole month, I would have passed every day. But I'm not just going to write off one of the failures that showed me that I needed to change the constraints I was putting on myself. I think that's a significant failure. So yes, I failed a day, but meh. Then I do my shoulder exercises and my stretches. It's been really helpful because working in the bakery, everything is built for midgets. Things are just at a certain height where it'd be silly to fully squat to get them, but are still a little bit too short for me to reach them standing up. It's just too much I have to bend down to get. And there's already a lot I drop down to one knee for, and I've gotten quite graceful. However, it's just kind of unavoidable. So the stretches really help my back. The stretch has been helping my shoulder as well. The shoulder exercises haven't necessarily fixed my shoulder. It's still complete crunchy mayhem. At least I can reliably exercise now without injuring myself regularly, which is what lifting weights did back in the day when I thought lifting was the coolest fucking thing you could do. Fuck yeah. Then I do my meditation. That has been amazing for my brains, and I'm still doing that now, as well as my stretches and the shoulder exercises. It's just helped to bring some order to the busy brain, and I've kind of had a realization recently that I've been doing this meditation to reel my busy brain in. But in reality, meditation is just about not judging yourself. My busy brain is my superpower. And if I don't judge it, it doesn't send me in dumb direction. It's not overthinking anymore. If I don't judge it, it's just thinking. And that's okay at the right times. And meditation is helping me figure out when the right times are, and when I do not need to be buzzing. Clearly at some points in my life, thinking a lot has served me very well, and that's why my brain does that. Then I have my brekkie and my vitamins. I found fish oil tablets that also have vitamin D in them. 2 birds with 1 stone. So I have a few of those. I have me some magnesium because it's supposed to be good for your brains. I have some turmeric that's supposed to help with inflammation. I don't necessarily feel any different, but Bainsky said he was having turmeric for a while, and that was good for him. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. I'll have me some turmeric. Turmeric. I'm saying turmeric. Fuck you. And a Menz multivitamin. Men's multivitamins are pretty fucking different to women's. For instance, the package is blue. I'm bound to be deficient in something if I go just from my diet. So why not throw some vitamins in there? And I don't have fish too often, so the fish oil is pretty fucking essential. Vitamin D is essential. It's winter in Tassie is just finished. Oh, it's been beautiful to get some sun time. Like lunchtime at work, just chill on the bench with a pair of sunnies a customer left behind on, and just bask in the glory that is the Tassie sun kicking you in the face. Maximum sex. It's the best. Maximum sex. Calling something maximum sex is just fun. It's just fun and silly, and I love it. It's like, instead of calling someone a dumb cunt, call them a silly sausage. It lands so much harder, and they can't be pissed off with you. It's amazing. Silly sausages unite. By this time of the day, I should have had about a litre of water. I only failed that one day, and I failed that because I needed to get up early the next day, and I wasn't going to jeopardise my stay for the next day by having to smash a litre of water before I went to bed that day. I'd done it so many other times, and I knew how much it affected the next day. So I was just like, no, I'm going to strategically fail this one. I failed it for a good reason, and I would not have gone as well as I have without planning my day every day, and I would not have gotten so much stuff done. Everything I've mentioned so far, I have kept doing, and I will continue to do. The 1 hour of writing a day is just great. It means I don't need to worry about any tracks or projects because I know I'm slowly chipping away at them by default. I've written a lot of music. I might not have posted so much music over the last month. I mean, 3 songs. That's probably more in total than I've posted over the last year, really. But there's going to be an insane amount of stuff coming out of this channel. An absolutely insane amount. And I'm really, really pleased with how things are going to go. I just feel like things are going to go well. And we're all dedicated to putting in the hard yards to making this a fruitful channel and making it from music. I think it's possible. I think it'll happen. I really do. Swimming and sauna. Bing. I wanted to be doing that 4 times a week. I succeeded on that the first and second week. The third week I had my dry needling, so I didn't get one day done that week. Not too bothered. The next week there was just some unfortunate circumstances, and I didn't bring my fucking goggles. I was like, well, I could just get in, but I remember being 10 years old going to the pool with no goggles. It's not a fun time. Chlorine in your eyeballs is hell. That's the next hell month. Chlorine in your eyes every day. I'm not going to the pool without gogs, bro. And if I was to have the gogs, I would have had to go home, get them, come back into town, which would have taken another hour and a half out of my day. And I'm not doing that because I had other shit to do. So unfortunately, swimming got sacrificed that last week. I'm not bothered. I did everything I could to the best of my ability. So what are you going to say? And I'm going to continue to do the swimming 4 times a week because I've been really enjoying that. I'd been doing that for a couple weeks running up to Hell Month to kind of get myself prepared for it. And now I'm feeling the benefits. The exercise and the sauna times are essential. Sauna is a peaceful, sacred place to me. When I see someone on their phone in the sauna, I want to kick him in the face. I won't lie. Only kind words and harsh truths are to be spoken in the sauna. That is all. If you want to come and have a sauna with the old Menzy boy, you just let me know, because it is the point at where suffering and joy meet. You know, you feel really good, and like your heart's about to burst out of your chest at the same time. How much closer to love can you get without love? The sauna, bro. The sauna. Flossing is going incredibly well. I do that every day. I had some old like flossing sticks, the ones that you just grab and you just jab in, that I bought years ago. So I was like, fuck it, for this month I'll just make it as simple as possible and I'll use those. I ran out at the end of Hell Month. I've just been using human being floss, not the plasticky seagull strangling bullshit that I was using. And it's actually way easier to use just the string stuff, not the held by plastic shit. I was robbing myself of a far quicker flossing experience the whole time. Teefies, look after them. Flossing takes 2 minutes. Do it. But less than 2 minutes, really. Done. Bus. What? The weekly tracks. The first week released No Parlay. Second week dropped Like Shit. Fourth week dropped Soul Survivor. It's meant to be called Soul Survivors, but I accidentally wrote Soul Survivor on the video. Third week I was working on a solo thing called Tall Tale, which I will be dropping this month, definitely. And things just weren't going right. I realised the room I was recording in was a bit shit, so it ruined the vocals, and I needed to experiment with backups to get the main vocal to sit nicely on the beat. It just wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. Since got a recording set up at home now, not just the studio, so I don't have to just record at the studio. A lot of problems solved. A lot more room for inspiration now when it comes to recording. Only being able to record at the studio was a bit of a killer. No fap. Bing! As you can see, the most I made it was 9 days. And you can kind of see the patterns. I don't actually have the little calendar with me. All I know is the last week is practically all red. What a shame. No sweets. Failed that twice. First one was because of Mercedes' birthday, my sister. I was like, I ain't not eating some cake. It's birthday. It's a sweet pav. Oh, we're doing it. And then second, Mum was down for a while and she brought some homemade bickies, and I was like, I'm not having some homemade bickies. So overall, brilliant. I've changed that. This month, I'm only eating sweets on Sundays. It's great. This Sunday on Father's Day, I had a milkshake. Ooh! I had a cupcake, and I had an ice cream. My God. Sugary shit is so good when you don't have it very much. Have you seen that video of like the little girl eating the fairy floss, and she's just like that was me with this fucking milkshake. I was just like, yes, incredible. So every Sunday is just going to be a sweet ass time. Speaking of only every Sundays, no TVs. That went really well. There was a couple of slip-ups early on of just 1 minute of watching a video and then being like, no, fuck. After a couple of weeks, I gave myself a little backdoor of kind of, you're allowed to watch things on YouTube if they are helping you learn to do something you need to know. So I watched a couple of YouTube tutorials. I'm not going to rob myself of learning something just for some challenge. I've now made TV for this month only Sundays, because I'm loving reading. I'm having the best time. I'm coming towards the end of the third Game of Thrones book. They're just incredible. Pretty much every morning and evening I'm putting a bit of time into reading them, and they're great. So good. I've not enjoyed reading books this much as I have since I read the first Dune book. That's a damn good book. Read Dune. Frank Herbert, I think. Read it. It's incredible. Just some sweet ass sci-fi. Get up on that. No podcasts? I didn't listen to one podcast. I missed them real bad because I wasn't used to silence in my life. I just wasn't used to it. I would always have people chattering over my own internal chatter. If you listen to them too much, kind of just become nothingy background noise you tune into when you can't bear your own thoughts. Ugh. So having time off from that has been great. And now I've allowed myself one podcast a day for this month. But something that no podcast allowed me was to listen to music and reappreciate music, because I don't listen to a lot of music. And I managed to find some artists I never thought I would like. I've kind of reinstated my love for music a little bit. And that has planted seeds for new kinds of inspiration I've not had in a while. When your only musical influences are yourself, your tracks start to become almost creatively incestuous with no outside influence. You need at least a peppering of outside influence, or you're just wanking yourself off. I don't know what I'm talking about. Creatively incestuous. What does that even fucking mean? Friendy meditate has not gone well. First 3 days I did one with my sister. That was really lovely. The next week I did one with my mate Will. Shout outs Will, brother, what's going on? That was a really nice time actually. We went to the back of his property and sat on a rock, listened to the birds. It was a really nice time. And then I just didn't do it again for the rest of the month. I'd planned to go to one of the group meditations at the Lotus Centre down here. I planned to multiple times, and I was either just having a really shitty day and didn't go, or something would pop up and I couldn't go. I meant to go today and I forgot. I don't know what's going on, but I'm resisting it. I'm really resisting going to a group meditation. But I will go. This month I will at least go once or twice. Someone's pushing against it. Maybe I'm pushing against it because I know it's good for me. Maybe I'm pushing against it because I don't want to go alone. I don't know. It'll happen. I'll find a moment. I'm not worried about it. but I just think it's interesting that something I know would be great and that I would enjoy and get something out of, it's just not come together. Curious. Cold showers every day, baby. Every bloody day. And when I was at the swimmy sauna, I couldn't use the hot showers there, so I'd have to use a little cold showery boy there too. I'm still doing cold showers at the aquatic centre because I'm a fucking bloke. I don't need fucking warm showers at the Quo. That's what the aquatic centre's called, by the way, the Quo. No, I just made that up. Don't like it. The Quo, the quat. Pop into the quat. Just popping down to the quat, bruh. I'm very happy with the quat. Use their cold showers at home. Warm showers are just my jam, bro. My jam. In the last, I reckon, 3 days of the Hell Month Challenge, cold showers were just as bad as they were the first day. I went from strength, almost not feeling the cold and relishing the pain, to back to fear and shivering, having to talk myself through the experience where before I was unbloody shakeable. It was a great lesson in reaching the finish line. You can resist finishing things, and that is something that I've struggled with in the past, but I did it anyway. I still did me coldies, not an ounce of hot, not an ounce of warmth. The coldies are strong with this one. Here's the biggest failure of the lot. No elevators. And the reason I failed this one every day is because I didn't give a shit. I added it just so I could have something in the body category for no-nos. I was like, yeah, no elevators, that'll be fine. But I honestly didn't feel like it was going to serve me. And when you go up to an elevator, it's not your first thought to think, oh, this is bad for me. Like, you have a fucking donut, or you watch too much TV, or you're on social media, your brain goes, oh, this isn't great, I shouldn't be doing this so much. Whereas if you pop in a fucking elevator, who cares? Christ, I walk all the time. I don't give a fuck that I failed that one. I had to miserably fail one of them, and if it's wanking in elevators, then who gives a damn? No drugs. That was totally bloody fine. Before Hell Month, I would have the occasional cigarette. If the boys were having a cigarette, I'd pinch one off them. But now I'm no cigarettes whatsoever, which is great. And I had no cigarettes over the month. Still had the vape. This month I have taken my vape down from 6mg nicotine to 3mg nicotine, and each month I'll take it down a little bit more until by next year I should be off the vape completely. So there's a plan in progress. But to now, no, I'm not having cigarettes at all anymore. It feels good. All of a sudden become aware of the people that do smoke around me coughing all the time. It just doesn't stop. Doesn't fucking stop. I cannot believe I was okay with just coughing shit up all the time. I get it. I totally get it. Smoking for me was a beautiful experience that I enjoyed in a fucked up way. And you do. But I'm managing to find my peace in other ways now. Growth. Oh, a little birdie. So that's my Hell Month. Bloody fuck. Here we are. On the other side, the birds are singing. Thank you. Thank you. I believe in me too. I think what has taught me this experience is that I don't need drugs or alcohol to pad any experience that I want, or to make anything easier, or to comfort me. The first week was a struggle, but after that everything was just routine, straight away. Just, all of a sudden it was routine, and it was fine. What other things could be changing my life just by putting a clause on my living. Humans are creatures of habit. And I suppose if you make all those habits good ones, you feel really good. And I do. Doesn't mean I don't get anxious anymore. I do. Doesn't mean I don't feel like shit sometimes. I do. But I'm far more well equipped to deal with those situations now. And fuck me, it's going to stay that way. And it's only going to get better. I truly believe that. I put myself through so many bouts of depression. Put myself through. We all deserve to treat ourselves a little better, I think. Hell month. Good shit. Look after yourselves. Keep an eye out for new stuff. If you've been watching these, fuck yeah, thank you. They're not racking up 1 million views, but I wasn't expecting that. And I appreciate every single one of you. Lots of love. Birds are singing. These vlogs are going to drop back to once a month. There's going to be a lot of other content coming out in between. See you soon.